So what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? It's your boy GR8JSM. Oh, your favorite YouTuber? I mean, as long as it ain't me, you know what I mean? But your favorite YouTuber's full of shit. And I say that because Sony just released a brand new camera, right? The Sony FX30, I think it's called. Because the FX3 is like the cinema line. It's like the smaller of the cinema. And now they have the FX30. And the FX30 is supposed to be like, you know, the entry level to cinematic filming, right? But what is cinematic filming? And a lot of YouTubers will talk about this, right? There's the aspect ratio, you know, squeeze it in. Wow. Okay, I probably can't do it because whatever. But the 21:9 aspect ratio, you know, the ultra wide. There is the 4K, obviously. There is 24 frames per second. There is the, you know, dramatic lighting. There's all kind of stuff that makes things cinematic. But when you go to the cinema to actually watch a movie, is it the lighting that does it for you? Is it the camera angles and things like that? It's the story. Having cinematic looking footage is not the same as cinematic footage. Cinematic footage is not me sitting here talking to you in front of a yellow piece of paper in the background. You know what I mean? Like, cinematic footage is someone running down, you know, this hallway, and they're chasing someone, and the door opens up. So the bad guy runs to the door, the good guy follows him, and he comes through the door, and the bad guy kind of like slips, and then the good guy catches him, tackles him, and punches him in the face. You know? That is cinema. Well, for me. Cinematic could be, you know, the camera following a butterfly as it, you know, flies across, you know, a field of grass, and then the camera lifts up and it sees, you know, this girl standing there, you know, with a tree at her back, and she's looking out over, you know, the hillside, and she can see the little house on the hill with the little smoke coming up, and she smiles a little bit because she knows that that's where, you know, her boyfriend is, you know, the love of her life, her fiance, you know. That's cinematic. YouTube, I'm sorry to say, is not cinematic. Okay? Yes, there's story. And yes, there are the Casey Neistats, the Danny Gerverts, the fuck it, man, the Matty Hapoyas, the Potato Jets, the this, the that, the Armando Ferreira, all these people who work in actual film. Studio Binder, I didn't think about you. You know what I mean? Film, right? I could go on and on. Okay, there's way too many people. My point is that cinematic looking footage is a catchphrase. My YouTube family, don't be fooled, please. iPhone just came out with cinematic mode or whatever they want to call it, right? And listen, I'm not hating, all right, because I got that Fold 4, right? And I just saw Mr. Who's the Boss's video, and Mr. Who's the Boss, listen, hopefully the, and listen, please, judge me if you will, don't judge him, but I got this on that Samsung credit card, so you know, I pay a little bit over time and then it gets paid off. I'm gonna ramp these payments up. We get this bad boy paid off before Christmas, so that by Christmas, you know, we'll have some money freed up to go ahead and purchase an iPhone. I'll probably get the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'll probably get the girls the iPhone 14. Don't be fooled by marketing strategies. They are strategies. They are here to get you to buy their product. Yes, I am going to buy an iPhone 14, even though I just talked trash on the iPhone 14 cinematic mode. The reason why I'm buying it is because Samsung batteries, and even other batteries, just like when you have a phone for too long, the batteries begin to expand. They begin to, what's the right word? Deteriorate, degrade, whatever D words you want to use. They start to break down. And a lot of them are made from organic material, so those organic materials break down. They create gases, just like in your stomach, right? You eat some food. Sometimes the organic material that you eat, hopefully you're pleased. Be eating like real food, you know? Don't go eating plastic ramen. Talking to you, ramen, with your ramen noodles, basically plastic noodles. Eat some real food. And when it begins to break down in the body, it creates gases, right? Carbon dioxide is a gas, oxygen is a gas, helium, hydrogen, nitrogen, they're all gases, okay? So when you eat food and then the stomach acids break it apart, take the nutrients out, takes the water out, the minerals, the vitamins, and all those kind of things. Sometimes there's gas left over. Sometimes we fart. Sometimes we burp. Sometimes it causes like indigestion and bloating, and we just, But batteries, because batteries also have organic material, they can break down. And that's where the problem, comes up. When some of these organic materials break down, hey, listen, man, first, thanks to Jerry Rig Everything. Zach, you know your stuff, man. I watched the video, and Zach gave a whole breakdown of it. I'm gonna give a quick, run through, the jazz style. But these organic materials break down and create gases, and the batteries get all puffy. And please, if your battery gets puffy in your phone, do not try to smash the phone back together. Don't try to pop the battery. A lot of these situations can lead to batteries exploding, things catching fire, and it can be very hazardous to you. I'm not saying don't buy Samsung phones. What I'm saying is, for me and my family, I already wanted to go with an iPhone. Right before I bought this guy, right before I bought the Fold 4, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go with iPhone this year because they're getting rid of the notch and they'll have the pill, which later on got dubbed the Dynamic Island. So I was gonna go with the iPhone 14, this year, but I just didn't. And then Samsung offered a way better trade-in deal. Anyway, I say all that to say this. Yes, I'm going with iPhone. Yes, iPhone does have the cinematic mode. I'm not getting it for the cinematic mode. But don't be fooled by the word cinematic. Sony has this new camera out, and it's $1,700. The FX30 is $1,700. The Canon R6 was 24, or what did I spend? I think I spent maybe like 2,800, like just under $3,000. It came with the 24 to 105, the variable aperture, the basic lens. I then later on went out and bought the 24 to 105 L series f4 lens, which, this is probably, if you're gonna get a Canon camera, it doesn't matter whether you're getting an R5, an R6, an RP, an R7, R10, try to get one of these, okay? This might be the most versatile lens that I've ever bought. For me, I got long arms. 24, one of these guys, that's great for vlogging. I don't need to have a whole bunch of the background in focus or in the picture, but some people want the background in picture, so get the 16 mil, right? So the 16 mil, I'm shooting on the 50. So the 16 is what, 2.8? The 50 is 1.8. Canon, my dear friend. I have here the Canon SL3. Right? This is Canon's Rebel Series DSLR. It shoots pretty decent 1080. There is no C-Log, but you can do Cine, Cine style, Cine-like. Something you add it onto the card and you add it as a custom profile. Gives you a log-like profile. But yeah, we got this guy. This camera, I think, might cost $500. The lens, the 10 to 18 EFS, might cost $120-ish. The microphone's a Malkey 15, 20, say $50. $50 microphone. And the PGY Tech tripod, that was like, what was it, 120, it was, we'll call it 200, just to be safe. $1,000. For $1,000, you could have a vlogging setup. You could go out and buy a new cell phone for $1,000. You won't be able to change the lenses on the cell phone, but you can change the lenses on this bad boy. I also have a used 24 to 105 for the EF system, and that bad boy will get you, that's a 24 to 105 f4. It was about 300 bucks, or yeah, KEH, not sponsored. Don't be fooled by the term cinematic. Right now I have the Canon R6 with a small rig cage. I have the top handle, it's a NATO rail. I have the Feel World with a 7-inch monitor. I've got my microphone, can you see it? Microphone just out of frame, sorry. Got it on a tripod with a V-mount battery, and it looks cinema-ish. The camera, can do 10-bit files. What else is there? I think you might even be able to, I don't know, really just have fun with it. But okay, I say all of that to say this. Cinema is more about the story than the look. Now, obviously, you can do some cinema-style stuff with cell phones, with the SL3, the R6, the R5C, but yeah, don't be fooled by the term cinema. It's marketing. They're here to take your money. You want to give it to them? Find a better reason than just marketing. Need a new camera, something like that. Whatever. This is your boy GR8JSMO, and I'm out.